ladies and gentlemen. It's Tyron'e Southern's Cooking back at you today with another video. All right, what we're going to be doing here today, we're going to be doing us another dinner. We're going to be doing us a 4th of July dinner. We're going to be a small dinner. Ain't going to be no real big thing going on here. But we got 5 eggs. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put some water in this pot here and put some salt in it. And help cook the eggs a little faster. And we got some potatoes here that we already cut up, skinned and cut up. We're going to go ahead and dump them in the water as well. So first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to put some soap on these hands. Then we're going to get to cooking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we went and bought us a slab of ribs yesterday. Let me show you what you get now when you try to be cheap. When you go buy a slab of ribs, I went and bought a slab of ribs. I bought the cheapest one that was in there. After I trimmed it down and everything, this is what I got. And it still got a lot of fat on it. It's been soaking in vinegar and water overnight. That's why it's looking white like that. So it's been soaking all night. But I had already trimmed it down and made it to almost like St. Louis ribs, but this is a poor quality, what I would say, a St. Louis rib. These ribs didn't cost but $10. He was the cheapest one they had, so I guess you don't want to be so cheap if you want better ribs. So what we gonna make the best out of this here? We still got a little more fat on it that we're gonna pull off. These are the ribs, the tips that came off. We're gonna take some of this fat here off of it too. We're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna also cook it. So don't be so cheap. They looked good in the plastic. It didn't look like that in the plastic because everything was connected, but I mean, for the bone structure here, there ain't too much of a bone structure. But ain't but 2 of us, so it'll work. It'll work. We're gonna make the best out of it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a little season on our ribs, and we ain't got no rib rub or nothing like that there. We just gonna put some ordinary season on it. You season your ribs the way you would like. You know how it go. So what we're gonna use here, we got a little onion powder here. We're gonna put on this right here. We're gonna put some garlic powder on it. We're gonna put some roasted garlic on it. We're gonna put some paprika on it, a little salt, a little black pepper. That's all we're gonna put on it, y'all. Like I said, we ain't doing nothing fancy here today. We just gonna keep it simple. Put a little salt on it. Flip it over, do the same side. Same thing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna double wrap these ribs here. And we're not trying to make a real long video. We're gonna try to keep it short, simple. So we're gonna be going in and out on the video. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna be turning the camera off. I didn't take it long enough, I guess. I gotta wrap that tip there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and season our tips as well. We're gonna wrap them up too. Do the same thing with this here. We're gonna set it in the oven on 350 for about. I'm gonna give it a good. For them ribs there, it shouldn't take that long. I'm gonna give it about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half, close to 2. Depends on I'll let you know exactly how long it took them to cook. All right, we're gonna go ahead and make some jiffy cornbread. Pretty sure everybody know how to do that there. And in case you want to know how I do them St. Louis ribs, make them St. Louis ribs, cut them up, I got a video. You go in the playlist and look on my channel. You'll see how I cut up to make ribs in the St. Louis ribs. So we're gonna go ahead and get all the lumps out of this gray hair. I was gonna buy some rolls, some Hawaiian rolls. When I went to the store, I messed around and forgot about them. Not only that, ain't just forget about them. I went and bought some sour cream because I'm gonna do a cakes Saturday. And I messed around and put the sour cream on top of the refrigerator. And then messed around and see it until this morning. So now I got to go back to the store anyway now just to get another thing of sour cream. So sometimes we have so much on our mind. We all know been there, so you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna add a little milk with this right here. We're gonna stir it up. We're gonna add a little sugar with it, and then we're gonna also put a little vegetable oil in it as well. We're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven with the ribs. This ain't gonna be done before the ribs will, as you know. Let me put the rest of the ingredients in, and we'll be back. All right, we done added our milk, not our milk, but our sugar and our vegetable oil in here as well. Kind of thick though. I'm gonna add a little water with this. All right, we got on the other side already. We got on the other side over there our potatoes. Are we doing potato salad? And our eggs over there cooking right now. Didn't get all that at the bottom down there. See, I had some white mix still at the bottom. Make sure you get all that. All right, our potatoes are done for our potato salad. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in here and let it strain. We're gonna get our potato salad made. Then we're gonna start working on our baked beans. Yeah, we got some baked beans we're cooking too. Now we're gonna go ahead and work on our baked beans because our eggs are still cooking over here. So not only that, we're gonna let the potatoes cool off a little bit anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and put some grease in because we're gonna saute some onions. And we got one piece of sausage that we already chopped up. And we're gonna also saute before we put it in our baked beans. So that's what we're gonna do. We already done cut the onions up and cut the sausage up. Like I said, I don't want this video to be a very long video. So I already prepped a lot of stuff. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put some onions in here. Oops, I didn't mean to put all them onions in there. All right, we got it right now. I only supposed to put half of the onions in there. The other half going into the potato salad. All right, we got a sausage that we had cut up. We're gonna let that saute a little bit first. We're gonna go ahead and take our eggs off and let them cool as well. Take it out this hot water and put it in some cold water and let them sit, cool off. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dump our sausages in. If you have bacon that you gonna put in your baked beans, when I do bacon, I always do about the same thing, what I'm doing now. But you're not cooking it all the way, but you're just giving a little more of an onion flavor, letting with the bacon or sausage, whatever you're cooking. Then once you put it in the baked beans, it'll release more flavor into the baked beans. So that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right here. I'm pre-cooking this right here first. And it'll finish cooking in the beans. All right, we're getting ready to go ahead and put these in our other pot. They're caramelizing real good now. They'll finish off in the baked beans. I go ahead and turn that off. All right, this how we doing it. Do I need that anymore? Now, what we're going to do now, we got 2 cans of poking beans, huh? Go ahead and put them in there. You know, I'm the only one going to be eating these poking beans, so I guess I'll be eating them for a while. So we're going to bring it right here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, what we got going on now, we got some Jack Daniel barbecue sauce that we're going to put in here. We're going about eye with everything. We got some ketchup we're going to also put in there. We got some mustard that we also going to put in here. We got some cinnamon we also going to put in here. And we got some brown sugar we also going to put in there. Now we're going to stir it up and see what we got going on. I can say you can use some more Jack Daniel sauce in here. I can say you can use some more cinnamon. And I can say you can use some more sugar. You have to taste it now. Get it to your likeness. Now we're going to stir it up again. I rinsed the spoon back off just to let you want to know. I don't... Now that's a lot better. Now that's a lot better. We're going to put it back here on this back eye. And we're going to let it cook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got our potatoes here. We're going to go ahead and put in here. We got about 4 potatoes here. There ain't no real big potatoes here. We got 5 eggs here that we already know boiled and shelled. So we're going to cut them up. We're going to cut these here up. Once we get these here cut up, we're going to bring you back and show you what else we're doing. All right, we got a half an onion right here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put all that in there. We got some mayo. I'll put that in last. We got some mustard. If you like your potato salad to look real yellowish looking, well, you need to put a lot more mustard in it to make it look like that. Sprinkle a little salt in it. We're going to go ahead and put some relish in it. And we got a little sugar we also going to put in it. We got to come back and do a taste test and make sure we're getting everything in there right the way we want it. Now we got the mayo. Get the rest of this mayo out of this jar here before we get it out, start with our new jar. If you don't like your potato salad real soupy, you got to pay very close attention how much mayo you put in. You can put a little in that first and stir it up. If it's not to your consistent, just keep adding a little bit more and more until you get it there, without just putting a whole lot in there at first. I know this ain't enough. We're gonna do it anyway. Let me get another spoon. Put a little bit in there. Stir it up, see what we got. Now I need a little bit more. Stir it up, see what we got. Just getting there. Yeah, it's getting there. I say about just a little bit more in there. That should do it. Yep, that gonna do it right there. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna give it a taste test, see what we got going on. It can use a little bit more salt. Use just a little bit more salt. Rinse this spoon off right here. Let me just get another spoon. See what we got. All right, that's right on point right there, y'all. That's right on point right there, y'all. Now what we're gonna do now, gonna put a little paprika on this right here, and we're gonna set this in the box. And wait for our ribs to get done. Gentlemen, here's our